Alright everybody, so today we're going to be doing another weather radio collection video. There's a couple extra radios that I got over the month. I think the last weather radio collection video I did was Christmas Day. I believe. Or was it after Christmas? I don't really know. But yeah, this is going to be 1 month later pretty much. So yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and begin over here on the desk. This is where I monitor weather alerts. Well, yeah, it depends. So yeah, so anyways, let's start over here to the Radio Shack 12-991. This is the red logo edition. It's pretty rare compared to the other 991s with the white logo. So, yeah. I do recommend this radio for DXing. It's still a nice radio overall, so yeah.
Friday, mostly sunny. Much colder with highs around 20.
So yeah. Over right behind it is this RCA radio. This is another one that I got for Christmas.
It was 5 below to 10 below zero. Highs around 10 above. Wind chill values as low as 25 below.
This is an AM/FM radio, and it also does not have a siren with it. So it's kind of like the Oregon Scientific radios where it does not have a siren, and it's also 1050 hertz, and it also turns on by itself, like how the Oregon Scientific radios do. So yeah, but anyways. And then over here we have a nowadays rare Radio Shack 12-996.
The National Weather Service broadcasting.
This is also a touchscreen radio as well.
Warnings and other information.
It's also nice speaker quality too.
WXL 34 serves the greater Capital District, the Lake George Saratoga region, Northern Catskills, and Berkshire Mountains at 162.55 megahertz.
So it's saying the station ID. Yeah, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a big fan of NOAA Weather Radio stuff. I do have an alternative station that I use on one radio that we'll get to soon. Literally every single one of these except for one is on my local station, WXL 34, on channel 7, so yeah. But anyways, moving on to the dresser was one radio, the Radio Shack 12-519.
The temperature was 42 degrees, the dew point 29, and the relative humidity 59%.
Kind of glitchy.
The wind was south.
Well, I mean, not glitchy, just staticky.
The pressure was 30.05 inches and steady around the greater Capital District. Throughout the
it's a little bit better. Yeah, the reception is just not that great, at least in here. Yeah, I live in a place where it's a place that, it's like a rural area surrounded by trees and stuff. So yeah, the reception is not that great. Honestly, if you're in an open area, you literally can do whatever you want. You can literally put your radio wherever you want. But my radios have to be specific. So yeah, but anyways, and I always make sure that the radios have good enough reception to activate. So yeah, but anyways. Moving on up here, we have the AlertWorks EAR10. I don't know why the camera's so blurry.
Eastern Standard Time hourly information from the Capital District. It was cloudy, and the temperatures were...
Yeah, the snooze button can be really sensitive sometimes with this thing. There is a white version. It's just inverted colors, where the silver buttons are black or gray, I guess, and then the entire black part is white. It's a certain model, the EAR10WH. I don't have one. I know quite a few people have it. So yeah, but anyways, moving on to the Eton ZoneGuard.
At this time, synopsis: rain and snow showers will taper off this evening.
This one is different compared to the most modern ZoneGuards. Most of the ZoneGuards that I see people have do not have telescoping antenna. See, this one is telescoping, because look, it moves around like that. And the beacon also doesn't light up green, orange, and red like most modern zone guards do. My version lights up yellow for advisories, green for watches, which I find pretty weird, and red for warnings, of course. So yeah, but anyways, moving on to the Midland WR10. This is the oldest Midland model radio that I have. Well, it's not the oldest one. There are some older ones that I have in the back. So yeah, but anyways.
Chance of precipitation 30%. Monday night, most.
Yeah, I literally had to use a cord antenna just for it to get good enough reception. That's how bad the reception could be. Like, literally. It's just insane. So yeah, but anyways. Moving on to the Midland WR400.
50%. Tuesday, partly sunny in the morning, then becoming mostly cloudy.
It's a really nice radio, especially with the display on it. Like, it looks so cool. See, Midland really went creative with the display because most of the modern Midland radios have this kind of display like this. But this is a really, really big improvement with the display. This display is not that bad. It's not bad. It's really good. Like, I like the display on all the radios. Well, aside from one, which we'll get to in a little bit. But anyways, yeah. And if you're wondering what these things are, these are wireless alert modules for a certain radio that we'll get to in a little bit as well. So yeah. Anyways, next is the really rare Midland WR11.
Near steady temperature in the lower 20s. Northwest winds.
This is a really rare radio, and it looks really good. Like it looks like it's it feels like it's brand new. I mean, I got this last summer, 2022 in June, off of eBay, and yeah, these things are really, really rare. I actually tried to get one of these like a little longer while back, but instead, I got false advertisement and instead got a Sangean WR11. I decided to keep it anyway because, for AM and FM, but yeah, but I don't really use it as much. My friend does, but yeah. But anyways, nice orange backlight like this, speaker, the red LED like that. Yeah, it's 1050 hertz because it's only a red light, no orange light or yellow or green. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, just 1050 hertz radios with a screen on it. Like, come on now. But I mean, it is a WR11, so it makes sense. It's an older one, so before SAME was introduced. So yeah. But anyways. Moving on to the Capello, yeah, this is the radio that has, really, really bad display. Like, after a while of owning it, luckily this hasn't happened to me yet, but I've seen Clay Ranger 143's radio reviews of the Capello and the Max Digital. Yeah, the Max Digital, which I don't have, has the same problem with the display, where the pixels will start to fade away. They will start to fade away, and you won't be able to see what's, like if the time is like, I don't know, like maybe 7:56, and then like the line thing was out, it would still think that it's 7:55, which is so confusing. So like literally, some of the pixels will start to fade out and just wear out, which is a big problem. So yeah, luckily this hasn't happened to my Capello yet. But probably because I've probably got it brand new because I've owned this radio for over like a year and a half and it hasn't had the display glitch yet. So but also this comes with a blue backlight. As you can see, it didn't turn on. That's because I actually have the backlight turned off for reasons because I've started to notice the display was like it kept on like going in and out when the light was turned on. So yeah, so the backlight is not dead. Like, I'll even show you right here. See? It's not dead. I just have it turned off. So yeah, because I don't want the display to wear out with the backlight being on. So yeah. So the backlight is not dead. So don't worry. But anyways, moving on to a really old Radio Shack radio, the 12249.
Spotter activation is not expected at this time.
So yeah, so this is an old radio. Clearly can tell because if you go to the plug, you can see that it uses the old one. So that's definitely a really sign that it's an old radio. And also has a really small screen and stuff like that. This right here is for programming. Like that. So yeah. And the antenna is pretty cool too. So yeah, it's like a nice telescoping extension. So, but anyways. Moving on to over here. I guess I'll go over both recomps since they're right next to each other. This is the R1630 and this is the R1650. In my opinion, the R1650 is better because it has AM and FM. Unlike with the R1630, it does not have AM and FM at all. Less buttons and stuff. And people were saying that, well, at least one person that I know, I saw in the R1630 radio reviews episode that I've heard a part where the tuner can go bad on the 1630. I've heard about that, but I mean, I'm not too sure. But I'm not too sure if that's like a common thing. I think that might be a rare thing. I'm not too sure though. I mean, I'm not gonna assume. But I've heard in Clay Ranger 143's R1630 radio reviews episode that the tuner can go bad, but it hasn't happened on my 1630 yet.
Winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming west after.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping that does not happen. So yeah, I just a little mention reminder for those of you who own a 1630. So yeah, but anyways, the R1650, literally the same exact thing.
Chance of precipitation 40%. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of snow showers. Cold with lows around 20. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday.
Has to be all the way down, I guess. See, that's the thing about reception, is that, like, the antenna has to be at a certain spot. So, yeah, but, like,
Extended forecast for the
watch this.
listening area. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. Colder with lows around 13. Northwest winds 5 to
Literally, the antenna is literally attached to the black thing. That's why it's getting this perfect reception like this. Or good reception like this. Literally, if it's unattached, it's just static. Yeah, that's how bad the reception is in here. So yeah, I'm just lucky. But anyways, so those are the Recom radios. Next is the Midland WR120 Easy.
15 below in the afternoon.
Why'd you do that?
Friday night and Saturday, mostly clear. Cold.
I don't know why the button didn't register. But anyways, yeah, the WR120, this is an Easy. This is a 120 Easy. There are different versions, like the 120B. The only real difference with it is that you can not, like, enable every single, like, event by default or something like that. I don't really know. But I don't know. I can't really tell exactly what the difference is, besides, like, I've heard something about the events, like, enable and disable. I'm not too sure, though. But I've also heard in the menus that there's, like, a weekly test thing for, like, the alert blocking. I don't really know. Like, it will say weekly test instead of, like, events or something like that. I've heard stuff like that, but I'm not really too sure. I mean, I might get the WR120B. I mean, I might. I've actually been thinking about getting the 120B, but honestly, I mean, should I really get the same radio? Well, And I've also been thinking the same exact thing for the WR300, getting the newest version, the V8. You know, like without the same digital weather all hazards alert radio, like with like no display on the bottom, and having the 74200 beeps. I don't really know. I've been thinking about that as well. I mean, but anyways, up here we have 3 handheld radios out of 4. The 4th one is in the back. But anyways, here is the Midland HH50.
Mixed precipitation and fog were reported with a temperature of 33.
What the heck? Was it static like that? But anyways, this is a pocket radio. It's basically a high-pitched version of the WR10 siren. I'll do a little test real quick. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just like, literally just like that. Really small antenna as well, but I'm just amazed that it's getting reception. I guess it depends on what the spot is, but anyways. Moving on to the Midland HH54 VP. This is a version 15.
Synopsis. Rain and snow
Yeah. Has these button beeps. There are newer versions, like the version 16 with like a different button beeps, and also in the menu there is an option to disable the button beeps. And it also has a faster siren and, like I said, different button beeps. And there's also an EH55 VP. But it's more of the same. The version 16 has a charging cradle that comes in with, which is pretty cool, but I got a version 15, so no charging cradle, unfortunately, but whatever. Anyways, moving on to the Radio Shack 12-522. Okay.
5 to 10 miles per hour.
I don't know why the button didn't... Did you see that? The button wasn't clicking. Buttons didn't work right there. So that's the problem with these Radio Shack radios, is that the buttons can, like, sometimes be so funky sometimes. I've also heard that, about that of the 12-521s as well, where the buttons just, like, not, like, work. This is actually an example for the menu button, because look. Did you see that? Wait, let me do it. See how it's, like, not registering the first time? Like, okay, well, now it is. You see that? See, right there. You see that? Yeah, the menu button on my 521 just doesn't want to work sometimes, but it still works. I'm just hoping that it doesn't completely wear out. Like, SPC Cranford 1056, old 12521. His old 12521, the buttons were just not working at all. Unless if the thing was, like, flat down like this. But, yeah. And this is also the same experience with Clay Ranger 143's old 262. The buttons did not work at all unless the screen was flat down like that as well. So yeah, the 521 and the 262s can really have button problems, with like working. Unless if you put the thing flat down like that. Then you can have some of the buttons work, but not all of them. But yeah, I've just heard about that. But anyways, yeah, the 521.
Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Why is the camera out of focus?
Mostly sunny.
Yeah, it's the 12521. This is actually my second one. I had a previous one. The previous one, the speaker went silent. It just died. So yeah, so I just decided to get another one, and it works. Which I'm assuming that this is the older version, because it has been working ever since I got it. I think I got it, when did I get it? The fall or something like that? I don't know, somewhere near there. But anyways, yeah. Next up is another old Radio Shack radio. Wait, radio. Okay, the 12250.
Saturday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy. Not as cold with lows 5 to 10 above. Temperature rising to...
Okay. Yeah. It's, something. It's got an older the old plug again, like the 249 right there. Yeah. Not much to say about it. It's basically the same exact thing, except it has a different color, and you could put multiple counties in there instead of just multiple codes instead of one code. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. What the heck, I'm growling. Okay, next up is the Midland WR100.
The pressure was 30.05 inches and steady.
This is a version 3. If it's version 4 or lower, it will have this alert monitor on there. Why the heck is my camera still out of focus? Yeah, like that. Alert monitor. The previous WR100 was a version 5. It was when I was first starting collecting, and I never really knew much about the radios until I started learning about them with videos. Is that with certain versions have wonky tuners that will just blow up. Like the version 5s, they will have these flatline beeps. Like a heart monitor. It will go beep like that. Yeah, that's what happened to my previous WR100. But this is an older version. This is a version 3. The tuner will last for a very long time on it. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. Anyways, down here we have two 1050Hz Radio Shack radios. This is over here on the left, this is the 12247, and on the right is the 12240. I'll go through both of them.
Dangerously cold wind chills Friday into Saturday due to a combination of bitterly cold temperatures and gusty winds.
Oh, wind chills? Are you kidding me? Alright, but anyways, yeah, there's not much to say about this radio, 1050Hz, whatever. And then the 247.
Off this evening as a frontal boundary struck.
Yeah, more of the same, just the same exact thing. But yeah. Anyways, moving on, we have the Running Snail MD319.
Flurries for western areas. Frigid.
Yeah, this is a version 20 with AM and FM. There's a much more newer one called the version 2 that does not have AM and FM. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's literally the same exact thing. I mean, slight differences on the newer one than this one. So yeah. But anyways, moving on to the Eton ZoneGuard Plus. This is the radio that I was talking about with those modules over there. It comes with little modules. It transmits a tone to them. So yeah, but anyways, Eton ZoneGuard Plus.
After midnight. Cold with lows in the lower north.
Okay. Yeah. It's more of the same of the Eton ZoneGuard over there. It's just slightly different with a little noise that comes in. It sounds like a jackhammer whenever you do the... Hold on, I'm going to do an example. I'm going to put the phone down because I'm going to cover the speaker because it's a little bit loud. But yeah, I'm just going to do this really quickly. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. That's the noise that I'm talking about. I had to cover the entire speaker because I tested. Well, yeah. I just wanted to because it's a little bit loud, but yeah, that's the jackhammer noise I was talking about. And also, this tiny button right here tests out the modules, which I'm not gonna do because I mean, just don't want to. So yeah. Anyways, next up is the Radio Shack 12-261.
Tuesday, mostly cloudy and colder.
Yeah, this is basically it's a Radio Shack radio. It's the radio that introduced these button beeps, and then supposedly the successor, or maybe we should go to this one. Basically, the older version, the more identical version of the 261, the Radio Shack 12-260.
Lows around 15. As in the upper.
Yeah. not much to say. Yeah. It's 1050 hertz again. It's like the WR11, a screen, but 1050 hertz. So yeah. Anyways, and then over here to this is the Radio Shack 12-262. This is actually my third one now because the previous two that I had, I'll explain. The first one that I had, it eventually died with it. The speaker became distorted, and then there was just like nothing at all after that. So yeah, and then the second one that I got, the speaker went silent on me because I did not pay attention to the model number on the back. It said 08. If it's an 08 or higher, then it's gonna have the tuner be wonky and die. If it's an 07 or lower, which the only other version I know is an 06, this is an 06, which means that it needs perfect reception to activate. Yeah, because obviously older versions of radios like this need perfect reception. There's another radio that I have that we'll get to in a little bit that has the same experience. So yeah, the reception does seem good.
Expected. Tonight, max temperature around 40. Min temperature in the mid.
And the speaker's not going distorted on me so far, which is really good. That explains why there's a straw covering the antenna, because I'm just protecting the antenna from moisture, obviously. So yeah. Anyways, moving on over here to the Radio Shack 12-259. Another handheld radio.
Hours. Lows in the lower 20s.
Okay, the reception is kind of iffy when my hand is on the radio. But anyways, yeah. Not much to say about it. It's an older version of the 522, so yeah. Anyways, Radio Shack 12-382.
Great Sacandaga Lake recreational forecast.
The successor to the 261, identical, but inverted colors, like the alert works. But anyways, yeah. First alert, WX67.
5 to 85%. Wind, east up to 5 knots.
Oh,
Weather, slight chance of snow showers. Lightning, no lightning expected. Tonight, max temperature in the upper 30s. Min temperature in the upper 20s.
it's like that.
Average dew points in the mid 30s. Minimum humidity.
Doesn't want to cooperate with me. Yeah, see that's what I'm talking about with reception like this, is that the wire even needs to be in specific areas as well. But yeah, not much to say about the WX67. It's pretty cool. Sangean CL100.
Highs in the lower 30s. Tuesday, colder. Mostly cloudy. Lows around 6.
Really nice speaker quality like that. But yeah, anyways. Not much. Well, it's pretty cool. And then up here, the first alert WX150.
30s. Min temperature around 18. Average dew points around 20.
Yeah, not much to say. 70 Midland 74-200.
Weather, snow showers likely. Lightning.
Not much to say about this either. It's an old Midland radio. It's something. Midland WR300.
Dew points in the lower 30s. Minimum humidity 95 to 1.
This is version 4, so alert monitor again. So yeah. This is another radio that needs perfect reception, and the reception seems perfect to me. But I mean, well, we'll see. What was the last winter storm? So if I see weekly test the next time I press down, then I know that it will activate. And then the final radio is the Eton SolarLink.
West 10 to 20 knots. Weather, chance of snow showers or rain showers. Lightning, no lightning expected. Extended, Monday, mostly cloudy. Chance of snow showers. Lows around 20. Highs in the lower 30s. Tuesday, colder. Mostly cloud.
This is actually on channel 6. Because as you can see, all the radios are on channel 7. This is actually on channel 6, which is WWF 48, which serves mostly the Berkshires and Western Massachusetts. So yeah, yeah, this is actually running on battery because it does not come with an adapter. So yeah, but anyways, so yeah, that's really basically about it. Not much else to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the collection. Comment on what radio you think is the best in my collection. Honestly, in my opinion, I think the WR400 is the best one out of all of them because I honestly just like because I honestly use it the most because like I don't know, something about it. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, not much else to say. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.